everyone.
What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we are going to be discussing the release date of Deadpool 3. There was recently a change around in the Marvel's slate for next year, 2024. That is exactly what we are going to be discussing in this video. So of course, we're going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it. In this video, we are going to be taking a read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. As they read, after initially planning on releasing 4 movies during the 2024 calendar from Marvel Studios is now planning to drop only 1 MCU movie and to delay the rest to 2025 apparently. So due to the writers and the actors strikes in Hollywood, many upcoming MCU movies and projects were already delayed to later dates. However, since job action on both fronts is now officially over, production can resume on certain films such as Deadpool 3 or Captain America Brave New World, and other projects can begin filming as well. Even though the strikes ended though now, all of the titles that will be released in the coming years will be affected in some way or another, whether it is further delays or possibly even a complete reassessment of the Phase 5 and 6 slate for the MCU. That there being said, it seems that Deadpool 3 is going to be the only MCU movie thus far to be releasing next year in 2024. Disney and Marvel Studios announced multiple upcoming MCU films have been delayed from 2024 to 2025, and as of right now, Deadpool 3 will be the only one and only MCU movie to be released in 2024. Initially set to release on May 3rd of 2024, Deadpool 3 is now delayed to a summer date, July 26th of next year, which is the date that Captain America Brave New World was supposed to come out in theaters. And as a result of that, everything else is now kind of, domino affecting right there. Brave New World has officially moved to a February 14th date of 2025. Blade was delayed until November 7th of 2025, but I think that we all saw that one coming. Despite the strikes, I think that we all knew that Blade was going to be delayed a little bit further. There's been a lot of different rewrites and a lot of different things going on for that movie, as of by which we keep you guys updated with here on the channel. Grab that subscribe button if you haven't already. And the last one, Thunderbolts, was also pushed back to a July 25th of 2025 release date here as well. The main reason behind these delays was the Screen Actors Guild of America strike, the SAG-AFTRA strike, that had recently just ended and lifted. So it was kind of inevitable, I think, to that point, as of like they were already planning on delaying these projects. They just didn't know how much they were going to need to delay these projects with the overall SAG-AFTRA strike going on with the actors. I'm glad that they were able to sort out a deal and everything. It's just now feeling those consequences afterward, which even then they aren't consequences. It gives Marvel Studios a lot more time and room to work on these projects for those newer release dates there as well. So all this being said, how is this going to delay and affect the rest of the MCU outside of just these 4 movies? Only 4 upcoming movies had the release dates moved around with this most recent delay, but it will still affect the other titles that weren't mentioned. For example, the Fantastic Four movie, which could be in production next year in spring, is currently slated to come out in theaters on May 2nd of 2025. However, now that Thunderbolts and Blade are moved back to July 25th and November 7th of next year, or much rather 2025, that could mean that Fantastic Four will eventually be moved as well, especially if Thunderbolts and Blade can't narratively be released on after that as well. Like, it's just something that doesn't make sense in the storyline of the MCU. Many fans have predicted that Fantastic Four will directly set up the events and lead into the events of Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, and if that holds true, then it is a big possibility that the Fantastic Four title could be moved to a February of 2026 release window instead, which to a point makes a little bit more sense, to be honest with you guys. That would give Marvel Studios a big enough buffer after Blade and before the Kang Dynasty movie for fans to not feel bogged down or oversaturated at the same time. It's important to also note, however, that these recent delays will likely not force either Avengers film to be pushed back at all, and that they would keep their releases. The Kang Dynasty, which is expected to be released on May 1st of 2026, and Avengers Secret Wars to be released on May 7th of 2026. 2027. They're both still placed in those positions of where they will not be affected by any of these recent moves by Marvel Studios. So with that in mind and all of this being said here, it's a shame, I think, to see many of these movies now being pushed back to later dates, but it's just something that needed to happen, and as I had mentioned, it's something that's just inevitable. Like, it's just something that we can't really fuss about, because regardless of when the strikes did end, like if it was sooner or if it was later, it's just still something I think that these movies would still be delayed, and that's just kind of the outcome of that. Now, this year, all being said, guys, this year is official from Marvel Studios, so this year is what we're kind of looking for as the new MCU slate going forward. I think that there will be like an official announcement slash update to the overall slate for the MCU sooner than later, an official announcement of some type of nature, something that we are keeping an eye out here on the channel, of course, and keeping you guys updated with all of these different MCU Marvel movies, news, and shows here as well here on the channel. So all the more reason to grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, guys. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial MCU. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the force be with you as always. Peace out.